Alright, we're live. Back to some more ending for grinding. I did try to add the chat so it can be seen on screen. We'll see how that works out. If it works poorly, I'm gonna get rid of it. Or change it around. Anyhow. Let's get into the runs. Hello, Broth. And hello. Yeah, sorry, I'm not even gonna try reading that. It's beyond my reading comprehension. That's why there's stream votes. You can watch both. Okay, so the way I've done it so far, apparently the text doesn't show but just the names. Oh, it's because it's black text. Okay, got it. I'll change it later. So we can get that fixed up into something that's more visible. 31, no, the Corbett. Yeah, that's the truth. There's a bunch of new emotes. I'm using all the extra slots I got the other day.
Yeah, fine.
All of my emotes are 100% packed.
Holding a shield is tiring, pal.
Haven't watched StarCraft 2 in a really long time. I used to play it actively before Legacy of the Void came out, however long ago. And kind of stopped playing after that, because I didn't like the third expansion at all. Of course you can watch, you just watch the recording of one of them.
Even an idiot can get the job done.
That's why the recordings are there for. It's kind of mean. I kind of hate people who take down the recordings after the stream. It's annoying. Okay, E2 Pinecone guarantees we can't die. Let's pick something at random. By which I mean the top fight, because we want 3 fights. Not the emergency. Hooray! Hi, zombie. Now we're doing ending 4. Until we actually win it, the only thing we're doing is ending 4. After that, I kind of want to try another stream where chat picks the operators. As a compensation for how evil the updated IS4 is, I'll let you pick support operators though. It's only fair. I've watched some. I know Sarah was really dominant for a really long time, but I don't actively follow it at all. I do actually follow Age of Empires though. I think it's more interesting to watch. I've gotten to the boss twice. Apparently the 4th ending has an emergency fight. Which isn't much harder, but it's a completely different fight, so I didn't know what to expect and it killed me. removal. I never bother doing the monthlies. I just don't care about them. Like, I don't need the mats, why am I gonna bother playing some random E0 difficulty? Makes no sense.
Got it. Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
I think every single time I've
Yeah,
watched a
fine.
Serao versus Clem match, Serao lost. I'm sure that's just the ones I've seen, but that's my experience. By the way, RW, if you don't watch Age of Empires tournaments, I'd really recommend it. The way the matches play out is really interesting. Because you can, it's less about the micro, it's more about positioning and shit across the map. I think it makes for a more interesting viewing experience. Though StarCraft does feel much smoother to play. Hello, Wolf. I know it's not only micro in StarCraft, I used to be in Masters, but you obviously if you make one big micro mistake you just lose instantly. That's just not how it works in Age of Empires. The fights are a lot more dragged out. You can't just accidentally cluster against Banelings or Widowmine and lose half your army in half a second. Very lucky start, even with the cursed guard tickets, no? Pinecone's already 2, I believe. Yeah, so click and skip the medic ticket so we can get a different operator. This thing and the Vanguard. Yep, just added them today. Should have a guaranteed boss key. Though we're gonna be forced to pick up a bunch of 3 stars. I should have bought the key.
Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
I'm here to help.
Yep, we're probably doing 4 hours again.
Yeah, fine.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Yeah, I'm not saying I hate StarCraft or anything. Like, I played it a lot. But Age of Empires just has a completely different feel to it. It's very much its own game. Might accidentally leak the red one.
Almost dozed off.
Because I fucked up with deploys. Okay, we lucked out and got it. Point the next one like this. Nah, this is better.
Be afraid.
Good job, click. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I kind of feel like there's more variety in gameplay in Age of Empires, which is really weird because you have much more asymmetric factions in Age of Empires than StarCraft. Sorry, the other way around. StarCraft has 3 completely different factions. In Age of Empires, everyone is basically the same, apart from some upgrades and 1 or 2 unique units. But in practice, it doesn't feel like that. You see a lot more variants in compositions, themes, and stuff like that in Age of Empires than I expected when I started watching it. Should probably just put cutter here before I leak something in a stupid way. Okay, I done editing the chat. Tell me if it's readable now, or if I should continue screwing around with it.
Flawless victory! I was pretty good, wasn't I, Doctor?
Apparently the default color was just extremely grey, so you couldn't see shit when I first turned it on. I put it on the corner there because that should be the most readable place. If it's bad for some reason, I'll move it later. No, I got murdered by the emergency version. If it was the normal version, I would have absolutely won. Going up is a bit dangerous. If it's really bad, I'll turn it into a safe house. I'm not willing to leak to get an item at the moment. Never mind, low altitude, free win.
What can I do for you?
A bit bigger, right? Convenient map where I don't have to pay attention.
Alright then.
So I can edit the chat instead. Can go back to screwing around with it the moment I deploy Pinecone and the medic. Yeah, we can have spot cover Pinecone. That way I can have Click and Steward both attacking. Me to click the other layer. Eh.
Holding a shield is tiring, pal.
Understood.
I'm here to help.
Freeze!
Oh, these guys do a lot of damage. Okay, is that better? In light background it's impossible to see.
Down you go!
Wonder if there's an option to give borders to the letters, because that helps a lot with that. Secondary text shadow. There we go.
I always knew we'd win, Doctor.
Okay, all done now.
So long as you're the one in
Should be very ugly and easy to read. May or Totter. We have the extra damage, the horn definitely May. She normally has shit damage, but with the items we have, she'll manage just fine. It's not that it's not normally worth pushing enemies out, it's just that I'll always get eaten with my first specialist. That's not even a question. So it's unlikely to just have access to rope at a reasonable time frame.
Let's go.
Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
I'm here to help.
I can always just set up a text box for the chat, but that would ultimately involve making a smaller chat, and rather making the gameplay screen smaller, which I'd rather avoid. To I'm not sure if I have a good place for the chat in the first place, because you don't really have dead space on the screen in Arknights. Because different maps have different places where we deploy your shit.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Understood.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。指示をどうぞ。気兼ねを引く。
Gladly.
Should have probably put the stun bait in Perfumer's range. Not that it matters in the normal mode.
指示を。バッテリーはまだまだ持ち。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Yeah, that's exactly why I put it in the top left. Because it's the least used space, right over here. Yeah, I took forever to put it in because I actually don't like chat on screen myself. Like when I full screen, it's because I don't want to see the chat. But I guess I can see what people want. It's not like I'm watching my own streams, you know. So my preferences there don't really matter. That's why she's evil. Also good point. I should change it later. The most cursed debuff right away. I'm very open to burning a few runes so I can get rid of it. Let's see if I have a way to narrow down the path to just several encounters. If I take the crafty fight, which I shouldn't, but let's say I take it, then there's only 4 encounters I can really reach. No, it's still 5. Basically I wanna use this combination. Just wanna figure out how to narrow down the path. If I go on the bottom, I still have access to these 4, which is pretty good honestly. Because I'll always get at least 2 guaranteed chops that way. And if we go here, we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And no matter how they want, we can always get at least 2. Yeah, I'll make it a bit bigger in a second. Let's say we take these 2 fights and then drop the encounter. There's 4 possible options and I can then get it in a way that only gives me 1 of them. Though it also gives me a shot to land all 3 shops. So I guess that's worth gambling for. Let's see if we get lucky. Wait, is this doable with this squad? We have a medic and cutter. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. This might be dangerous, but... Okay, we have 3 chances to leak safely. I might not even go in the bosky.
Do be careful, everyone.
Bigger chat. As requested. No, it just has the text fade away after a bit. I could make the text stay if people prefer it. Not sure what the standards are. Ooh, Spot is getting obliterated. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I won't be afraid.
Holding a shield is tiring, pal.
I can't deploy Pinecone yet.
Yes, come on, chin up.
Understood.
Human sacrifice. Something tells me I shouldn't have taken this fight. I've tried using Eternal Hunt, but I can't get good value out of it. Also, yeah, I really greeded for this fight. Should have skipped it. Without a Rio Defender, I just can't deal with the enemies here. Kind of a pity. That was a setup for a decent run. Yeah, but it was less the lack of DPS and more that tanking was just impossible with Spot. I need a Rio Defender if I'm gonna attempt that fight. Or I need to be deeper into the run so I have actual damage. To be fair, that was kind of psychotic. Those guys would kill Spot at difficulty 0 without much... So I don't know what I was expecting there. That was just insanity. Ooh, full floor of fights. Oh, I know, I can blame the chat for it. It's because I was editing the chat, so I wasn't paying attention to what I'm doing. That's a totally valid excuse when I took like 3 minutes to consider what to do.
Yeah, fine.
What's my opinion on Eternal Hunt? I kind of answered this, but in long, if you're good enough to make use of it, you don't need it. If you're not, then it's a demerit. So I'd actually rank it kind of low. Because if you can get good value from it, you can just get better value from something else. Though if you really hate dealing with debuffs, it is not a horrible option. The extra lives can really help you get to 11 lives faster and start stacking a bunch of objective shields.
Doesn't matter. Don't see any harm in this.
Yeah, they'd be killable on difficulty 0. They'd also still murder Spot, because Spot can't tank them. Which is why I was saying I need a Rio Defender for them. Straight to Pudenku. Going to the top one in case we look into a device. The heal is basically always better, in my experience. If we get the flank stage, we just die with 4 operators. Unless it's E2 Pinecone, in which case we survive with a few leaks. This should be a free win unless I fuck something up. Oh, so Dorothy is the most evil operator in Arknights, bar none. The reason I keep mentioning it very often is because for some reason I've seen like 3 different discussions about, oh, how evil Arturia is, why is she in Rhodes Island? And I always feel like, you know Dorothy is in this game, right? Why is Dorothy fine but Arturia not? You're just into bonds, that's the only explanation. Okay, I should be able to safely pull this sheep now. Perfect, we didn't pull this sheep, so we're not oversaturating our block.
Doesn't matter to me. Hey, catch.
Everyone in Rhodes Island is a terrorist, we're a terrorist organization. That's non-negotiable. Heal after we kill 1 sheep? Okay. We don't even need to heal. Never mind, we do.
はい気兼ねを
Yeah, you know, if you do bad things with good intentions, it's okay. Yes, Siobe is an extremely famous terrorist. Have you not heard of child soldiers? Though she has the excuse of being not older in her head, so any crimes she commits, Rose Island is responsible for. Well, one of the medics is Gavio, so definitely. But the other medics are aiding and abetting terrorists. Also, Redouter is a medic, so... I mean, she's literally a terrorist.
敵地はどこでしたっけ
So yeah, definitely. It's not even debatable.
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます
Alright then.
Somebody who actually reads all Dark Knight's lore needs to rank all Dark Knight's character by who's the most evil. Though obviously Dorothy is unbeatable, like nobody even compares.
Holding a shield is tiring, pal.
But, you know, where some of the other operators would end up would be interesting.
はいはい気兼ねを引く
The doctor goes into the same place as Siobe for me. They have brain damage, so
はい
and are being exploited by Rhodes Island. Though they have different kinds of brain damage, so maybe they should realize they're the buddies and switch sides.
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
Okay, we got the horn back.
今壁が目の前で動いたって
E to click
そんなことあるわけねえ
and
だ
steal
ろ
some money for this thing. They would have died anywhere if she didn't murder them. She's definitely not evil. 10 out of 10 argument. It's impossible to beat. Now I can't withdraw 8 ingots to get anything good. What a tragedy. Well, literally killing everyone and literally trying to kill everyone are kind of on the same level morally. Just because one of them succeeded doesn't inherently make her more evil. If you try to do something bad and fail, that's not better than doing something bad and succeeding. Yeah, I don't want to get any debuffs. Bosky or 2 fights? Think Bosky. Don't be a horrible Bosky, please. Yay, good Bosky. Path with no end or... yeah, path with no end.
There's a mission? I wanna go!
There's a funny element on this fight in particular. In this Bosky. It's better to actually use Pinecone second row. It does more damage than in her first one.
Got it.
I'm here to help! Don't worry, you got me!
Actually, makes more sense to
Yeah,
put
fine.
Spot all the way in the back.
Serious now.
Then we can have click like this. Yay, full range damage. Very nice.
Doesn't matter to me. Don't see any harm in this.
Most annoying wave possible, naturally.
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます
Hmm? Gather around me, guys!
kind of a bad setup, because you don't have a good body to tank. Speaking of that, let's get Myrtle as fast as possible.
まだまだ持ち気兼ねを引く
Podenko should survive this cycle, thanks to her healing.
私が何とかし
And then afterwards we should be able to deploy Myrtle before something can actually murder us.
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど
普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ気兼ねを引く
Whatever you tell me, weaknesses.
Really stupid looking setup, but it won. We exploited the Bosky buff to the maximum.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
気兼ねを普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫はいアレルギーに気をつけてね指示を気兼ねを
Yeah, I think there were different entities in the story or something, but that's besides the point. Regardless, she is at most as evil as Dorothy. Though I would rank Scouter's motives higher than Dorothy's.
家を一軒建てるよりずっと
Because Scouter is an alien, she's killing in the alternative version, you know, because she's seaborn. At least she's killing a different species. Dorothy is killing her own. No, can't use the hope well. I'll just use the other ticket to eat to Pudenko anyway. Because the Seaborn are perverts. Hooray, coin. I'm just gonna stick with the healing.
集合場所ってどこ
敵を確認しました皆さん行きましょう
Thank you for assuming that we're going to get to the last fight. I'm grateful for your vote of confidence.
Alright then.
Gather around me, guys.
Ethan is basically here to annoy the casters.
Whatever you tell
We
me,
should be able to go
weaknesses.
straight to Pinecone. Ethan takes forever to die, so we can just ignore him until we have Pudenko down.
指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ
I have to get serious now.
普段通り鍵を打てば大
Harass
丈
the
夫
spiders. Okay, set.
ここにいた
I think 19 is probably no duck. Sometimes you get it on 19, but 20 is the guaranteed one.
普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫
Ooh, spiders do a lot of damage.
私が何とかします
ここだよ
はい普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫
ここだよ
It's fine if Ethan dies here.
暴力じゃ何も解決
He's just the only reason he's there is to slow down the casters.
指示を普段通り
Holding a shield is tiring, pal.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよバッテリーはまだまだこういう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから
We're outside of the Bosky. The Bosky condition that we had earlier was that our operators do increased damage if we're farther away from enemies, but less damage when they're close. That's why we had that kind of weird setup, because we were trying to maximize the damage everyone does. We only have one rune, and we already have an equivalent to that. Take the hunter then. Free scout, so we can eat to somebody. So and so floor, but the items are really good. This makes deep cover worth it. If I get a supporter ticket, I'll get a deep cover over Roberta. Just because of that item. She's absolutely worthless at E1, but E2 is alright. Less so because of the tentacle stats or numbers, but mostly because of the DP cost involved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights. Good enough, and we can pivot if there's a Bosky over there. Fracture is a freebie, and we do have pseudo removal if we need it. Also, we can just skip the next fight if it's an emergency. Wait, what was the rational fracture? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Pudenko as one. What's on Ewa? More importantly, who's rolling for Utunada?
Let's go! I'm here to help.
Alright then.
Ooh, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
We can go straight with click on the normal version, because we don't really need that much DPS. Then Ethan, then Pudenko. Then Pinecone.
Ooh, we're counting on you again.
So many weaknesses.
ここですか？
Don't really want Ethan to bind this asshole. Okay, it's fine if it binds him there. I want him to actually be in clicks range, otherwise we're missing out on a ton of DPS.
聞いてるよ。お母さん。皆さんの援護は任せてください。
Might leak the second one.
指示をどうぞ。普段通り。
That's a risk I take since I start with click over Indigo.
まだまだ持ちますよ。
Nah, Ethan throat, we're fine. By the time he whoops around, Ethan will recharge.
どうせこれが見えないだろう。
気兼ねを。気兼ねを。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
ドクターの発射
She's technically... Utunada isn't technically a ground mint. Mint pushes enemies towards herself. Utunada pulls enemies towards herself. That has a functional difference, believe it or not. Because Arknight's coding is very weird.
悪くないと思うよ。
I mean, 2 banners after the rainbow once you get W. So in terms of maximizing the account power, you shouldn't throw on any banner before that. If you're free to play. Why am I wandering between a guard and a caster? What the fuck is wrong with me? Only one of those is good. E to Eton, so shithole is mostly a free win. Oh no, they're good, but W is more than good. She is horrible.
インディゴ、いつでも行けま
I
す。
think I need Pudenko S1 for this garbage. The functional difference between the pulling something and pushing it.
ドクター、忘れ物しない。
When you pull something, you can't make it pass through your own tile.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
Which is why Utunada doesn't pull enemies that are moving through her own tile, for example. Pushing doesn't work like that. You can absolutely pull enemies on your own tile. This changes their effective ranges quite a bit in practice. The short version is that... actually, just go straight to click. Anyhow, as I was saying, the short version is that bottom tile is better.
ドローン飛べ
I can't really afford to spend.
戦っていると
So if we leak because of dodges, we leak. Nothing I can do about it. I need to set up other stuff. Absolutely need to bind that bomb or I'm dead. Okay, Pinecone next. She'll win that fight before it matters.
Ooh, I have to get serious
And now we can go Pudenko.
通りにしますね。はい。
Oh yeah, this is the bombs first.
はい。
Don't think I can actually afford for the bombs to explode anywhere though. So just blocking them here.
Fine.
Tanking them on spot is really not ideal. We're working with what we have.
はい。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。指示をどうぞ。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
光は力を蓄えています。
気兼ねを引く。
Don't think Pudenko cycles fast enough. Maybe I'm wrong and I should have used it. Ah well, too late now.
Whatever you building a shield is tiring, pal.
他だよ
指示をどうぞ
Kind of lucking out with the first caster.
基盤を普段通り釘を打てば大丈
The
夫
sooner he gets deleted, the better.
はいはい普段通り
Okay, we even have Myrtle as a replacement for Spot. So we should be fine.
どうすりゃ
We can afford to just burn these kills.
基盤を引く
そうか
敵はまだまだ持ちますよ
Shockingly, the caster explodes.
指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
Okay, the healing carried.
ドクターの言う
Hmm,
こっち向いて
might leak one of these. Not sure I have enough damage. Nah, never mind, we're fine.
そうか
The drone is on this one and then Ethan will just charge. Not that we even need him. Ash and Ewa is a weird comparison. I know that Ewa is basically an anti-air sniper. But still.
このままの
Wouldn't you compare her to Dorothy instead? Yeah, definitely the medic. Perfumer because we want to cluster everything together. And yeah, we can dive into the Bosky. If we're really lucky, we can eat the emergency on the way. Any rune I wanna exchange? This garbage. Much better. Oh no, Wogus is absolutely that broken. You're underestimating him. The only reason nobody ever talks about how broken Wogus is because he came on the same banner as W. But Wogus is actually insane. Like, he's a super power creep operator, but at least he has cooler skills. So the discussion was more focused on the one-shot half the map operator.
でいいからね Gather around me, guys
This was a dumb placement. I'm missing damage on Ethan now.
言う通りにしますね
うんうん聞いてるよ
That's because people were skill issued.
ここですか
No, but seriously, it's because W came out together and W just dominated the conversation. But Wogos is by far the strongest caster in the game right now. With basically zero competition.
ここにいた
He's actually insane.
光が
そういう雑草ならバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよはい
どう暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよはい
ドローン飛べ
はい基盤を引く指示を普段通り釘
逃げたいのに
基盤を引く
I don't think I need to use Ethan's skill. Yeah, it will definitely die on its own.
Don't see any harm in this.
はい普段通り
目の前真っ暗になってねえか
I'm here to help
基盤を
Yeah, because he does more damage than Seobe. That's all there is to it.
よかった風も波もない夜を過ごせますね
Yep, E2 on medic. Craving. That's probably playable. So we deploy Myrtle. Need to bring the medic, obviously.
With pleasure.
So Myrtle, Spot, Perfumer on a forward, time to Pinecone. Everything else is stacking on the other lane. No, Ethan before Pinecone. Yeah, we can cheese it with Ethan. Let's go. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. We have the tools to fight this. I don't think August is a shitty power creep unit. He's an okay power creep unit, I think.
Everyone. Good scenery here, Doctor.
It's okay to power creep if you actually do interesting shit,
Whew,
in my
almost
opinion.
dozed off.
Yeah, fine.
Gather around me, guys.
Straight to Perfumer.
So this is a battlefield.
聞いてるよ狙って
Don't see any harm in this.
Maybe I've overestimated my chances here.
ここですか？
Okay, we should be fine as long as this guy doesn't fuck us over.
はい普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫。はい、ベリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Okay, we're out of the shithole. We can stabilize from this garbage.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Because Ethan can bully everything else.
指示普段通りはい気兼ねを引く。
Now the casters can kill Perfumer pretty easily, but Ethan is a fair bit tankier because of the res.
ドクターの言うタイ
ベリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。気兼ねを。
ここだここ。
戦って暴力 Come on, chin up. ここだよ
Arc Knights aside, I actually don't particularly care about power creeping games, as long as it's done properly. By which I mean use it to make more interesting new stuff.
はい気兼ねを。
Because obviously you're gonna run out of design space after you make the best possible operators within whatever limitations you're working with. And you have to start power creeping to make new stuff. But I'd rather the power creep be based around more complicated and new mechanics, rather than just pure damage. So on that end, Wogus is fine. He definitely power creeps everything, but all three of his skills do something new that you don't see in other operators, which is awesome. That's how you should do power creep. Sure, he's broken, but he does new stuff, so he's interesting to actually play with. Whereas W just one-shots everything. That's not new, she just does it better than everyone else.
インディゴいつでも行けます
Any way we can abuse this properly? Because I kind of feel like grabbing this instead. In case I need to summon a shop right now. We're fine with one medic for now. I think most people in general are fine with power creep. I mean, if you had to pick between Viviana and power creep, you'd also pick power creep, to be fair. Okay, we're set for life. This shop actually has a lot of good shit though, so I'm probably gonna buy almost everything here and then rob the next one. Don't need that one, don't need. I'm debating whether I should even rob the shop, honestly, because I have a shop node inside that I'm carrying around. So So it might make more sense to just use it myself. Obviously we need this. And this. And this. I've mostly seen whining about W. So I don't know if people enjoyed her or not in general. But I'm like a bad voice of the community guy. I don't really care about what other people do. So I don't really look into it much. I mostly just do my own thing. With very little connection to the wider Arachnites community. And reroll. This isn't worth robbing. Although this is kind of a consideration. Nah, this isn't worth it. And I'll get a supporter later. Just move on.
Orders ASAP, please.
I think this is fine for the most part. Just in case. Kind of debating adding May. Nah, this is fine.
Do be careful.
Hey, this conversation was slightly different from the usual one. We're actually making progress. For a change, we actually started by talking about W, about Focus, instead of just instantly going into the W question.
Alright then.
So this is a battlefield.
Baby steps, you know? Won't click down right now, so the stun can charge in time. Infinity damage. Very nice. Can't I just kill the caster the moment he shows up on top? Pretty sure I can.
Don't see any harm in this.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Great luck. I see you.
いいぞもっとやれ
Good job, Totter. Pudenko's gonna be better here. Come back here, you asshole. One more hit.
Great luck.
Switch
Got a tailwind
to
today.
Pinecone, because we don't have a blocker on this lane. As long as we nail the first one with Pudenko, it's fine. Because the Cloud stays afterwards.
I'm here to help.
Oh yeah, let's shift the conversation. So what do people generally think about the Dungeon Meshi? I've seen what are these kits and archetypes from the tryhard community, but from normal people, what's the opinion? Don't need the stun, I think. Defense is also trash in my defense. Yeah, I think they're kind of well matched. Ooh, worth with the shop. Oh, I'm going to bottom out my reserves in exactly one stage. Okay, double combo of the worst buffs possible. So we take the encounter here, then we earth and we get 2 shops. Pardon, 3 shops. Works for me. I kind of agree that they look sort of bad, but counterpoint, W exists, it is no longer possible to make an operator that isn't bad. At this point, that's just a fact of life. Okay, top wind. So if we block this one, we end up with 2 tiles, 4 tiles. Top wind is free win.
I'm here to help.
This should be Totter style, by the way. Bad deploy from me.
I have to get serious now. ドローン飛べー。どうしたのだ？事件の。
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in this. Stop
Oh,
moving.
dead click.
わかりました。
Ooh, I almost died in the opening. I fucking hate these enemies. Okay, so we can buy time like this, right? Yeah, just a leak.
Stop moving.
Hopefully he just fucks off without killing Totter.
How do you like this scent?
Okay, I messed this up really badly, but we're not gonna get punished for it. Really underestimated the damage of this. I should have had May deploy from the start. I want to emphasize that this was an extreme perfumer W. She's the one that
Great
kept
luck.
Totter alive.
Got a tailwind today.
指示を立ってにはまだまだ立ってにはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Yeah, absolutely.
Won't be any use.
So the tiles were valid, but I just needed this tile on Totter, and wasting May there instead of having her over here caused huge issues. That almost got me killed in a really stupid way.
Mission accomplished. Flawless victory.
Oh, we're circling to the Splashcaster discussion. In short, they're just too expensive and don't do enough damage. Also, every 6-star single target caster is also an AoE caster, other than Siobe. Here's another AoE caster. The real reason splash casters are bad is because the single target casters do splash damage anyway. So what the fuck's the point? They're done with that conversation. Okay. Earth time. Oh, we have the double combination too. I feel like I'm not gonna use the chalice much this run. This is broken on Pinecone, so we're taking it. This is just broken. With all the snipers we have, it just makes sense. Reroll. Spinach. Deploy limit and one more caster. Yeah, my entire squad is snipers. I can just ignore the chalice entirely and just play around the other attack speed, because we have 70 attack speed from here and God knows how much attack speed from this. Okay, so that's 10, we can get everything here. Let's go down to 1 ingot. Caper is bad now, we have too many attack speed buffs. Jessica, Meteor or Ambrio. I like Umbreon, especially if we get the spread shooter thing. Okay, we can get 3 fights to regenerate a bit.
あ、みんなやりそうな面構えじゃん。
This squad is kind of a mess, so I shouldn't actually walk into fights blindly.
私に任
A restricted zone. Yeah, just throw somebody out and add in a blocker. Though we should already be fine, yeah. Your overkill.
インディゴ
Screw the blocker.
いつでも行けます。
This will work. Main concern right now is that we don't have a lost and found node.
もし仲間が一人急に姿を消してもパニクんなよ。
そこも質問 I have to get serious now このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ
That should take care of that lane on his own. Especially if there's nothing else there to antagonize him.
プリーズなのだ We're counting on you again today little
Though I should have probably brought at least one actual melee operator.
ドローン飛べ
海面が夜明けまで守りに行きます。
痛くないのだちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ
It's not a huge deal though. Just need it on here to keep Totter's range clear. And we should be able to recover
Serious now
from my stupidity.
射撃補助モジュール展開と。
So this
I wonder if I can lift off invisible enemies. Let's give that a try.
「痛くないのだちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ
that's fine. Stay
Yep,
calm.
we can lift off invisible enemies. Thought so.
準備で心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。
Okay, so currently we're absolutely insane on damage. Defensively our stats are a bit subpar, except snipers who are extra tanky.
Tailwind today.
家まで送ろうか。
And we don't have any tools to deploy our stuff faster, other than Murta obviously. So we're very vulnerable to hard DP maps or maps with global damage.
完璧な仕事ができました
High priority
ドクター
given to items that resolve
満
that.
足していただけましたか
Tragically we have to path into practical test next. Do you actually bring a spot here? Nah, shouldn't be necessary. March with the Dead isn't that bad. March with the Dead is basically a DPS check. I would die to it with this squad because they don't have any ground operators. Not because I don't have DP. Though I suppose that's a bit
We're
of a
counting
weird
on you
distinction.
again today, little apple. 痛くないのだちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
一度しか警告し
Well, this
ない
stage isn't going to last as long as usual. Hooray, I guess. Totter doesn't prioritize invisible enemies now.
光が力を蓄えて
It won't be any use.
Oh, these guys do a lot of damage. We can skip the cone, I
won't
guess.
be afraid.
I see you.
射撃補助モジュール展開と。
I have to get serious now
どうすいいぞもっとやれ。
That's fine with me.
ここですか指示を気兼ねを
家まで送ろうか。
Come out. Stop hiding.
Wait, did they just do 2000 damage in one hit? Or did I miss something?
はい
Apparently not. Oh yeah, injury trigger. I forgot about it.
はいバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ
Stop moving. Foggy today.
So this is a battlefield.
あんたそれ
心の汚れが光への
いざもっとやれ
Won't be any use. Come out. Stop hiding.
Mind you, Totter not prioritizing invisible enemies isn't a huge disadvantage to his
指示
kit
をどうぞドクターはい
in the first
ちゃん
place.
と切って
家まで送ろうか
Because he's still the big DPS guy and you want him to hit the big targets. Because of how his skill 2 works, 99% of the time you start getting crazy value from him. You have one target in his range anyway.
完璧
So in practice it's not a huge downside that he doesn't, even though it feels very awkward. I wouldn't say it's an advantage, I'd say it's irrelevant. And the reason it's irrelevant is because I definitely the melee one on this map. The drones are annoying assholes.
I won't ask about the meaning of this mission then.
And the reason it's irrelevant is because just 99% of the time you use him, you use his skill 2 on one target. So what he prioritizes is irrelevant, since there's only one target.
もし仲間が一人急に姿を消してもパニクんなよ
Which side do we get the drones from? Hooray, the easy side.
させてもらうのだ
Not sure if I can actually get rid of the chest. Probably not. The instant self-wipe. Pinecone on second row is probably the most reliable way to kill it.
痛くないの
Because she won't actually burst anything
するだけなのだ
until I make her.
ここですか
Yeah, it's workable. Do you survive a burst?
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
Because I'd really rather get rid of the chest before the
痛くないのだ
next wave of drone shows up and starts being annoying. Oops. I guess I don't like Totter today for some reason.
射撃補助モジュール展開っと聞いて
Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
指示をどうバッテリーはまだまだバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ
In any case, Pinecone will wipe all the airwaves herself.
ほーかーあんたそれ隠れられてないよ
49 should be no extra animals. They never spawn when they're a free kill.
指示をどうぞ指示
Stop moving.
気兼ねを
Did they turn into the Gwok because of the attack speed? Shouldn't I be a golden Gwok then? Because of the golden
They're
chalice?
fast on the move, but I can still read their tracks.
ほーかー
No, there's no dog. You can tell from the enemy count. More snipers. I'm not complaining, to be clear. I'm impressed. The game is being kind. And time to wood. We just need a melee operator at this point. It's not even a question. I prefer Totter's anti-invisibility talent in terms of it being a unique identity. In terms of how he's used, the other one might be better, because Totter's damage is absolutely insane by 4 stars standards. And like 95% of the time we just use him to nuke some boss and don't even care about his talent. I do prefer his talent because the invisibility is much more interesting though. Fuck, nothing here is good. We'll take Moose. And this, of course, because it helps our horror show of an early game. This feels kind of overkill. Think I'm gonna get it anyway. Nah, but it's just eaten. It's not worth, not worth. The other side, I don't think defense ignore is a particularly important talent for besiegers to do their job, because there's another kind of defense ignore that people don't talk about, and it's called having really high attack. Like if an enemy has 1000 defense, most vanguards are not gonna do shit. If Totter shoots an enemy with 1000 defense, he's gonna kill it in 5 hits, because he does a lot of damage. Wait, I actually want this for the fight. It's super worth it. Perfumer can resurrect stuff that dies to the cannon. Okay, so this gives me money. So obviously we're taking it. Yep, we absolutely bottomed out today. I'll get Jai. Might be able to use him. And deep cover. My main concern now is that I'm really bad in terms of defensive resources. Getting 15 hands isn't good. Hands aren't inherently good items. About 18 hours. Bless the macro. If I did it by hand, it would take me around 5. But the macro is a bit buggy, and it cannot deal with encounters properly on the English server. It does it on CN, but not EN. Less than ideal boss fight. Would be real convenient if there's a lost and found somewhere. If there's not, I'm burning both runes on this fight. Take the encounter with the most buffs, also very lucky. A requested enemy is obtained is this. This is actually a doable fight. I'm debating taking it. But taking it means skipping this, and I really want a lost and found node, so we're going through the top one, even though we can take the emergency fight. Because I want to take this fight more than anything. Yeah, there's a fairly high chance I'll just die to the outer boss. We'll do what we can. Okay, what garbage fight was this? Or rather, what do I want to bring for this garbage fight? I'll roll with this. The extra stats on other snipers from the double sniper book is probably more useful than anything else. I can't actually do the second ending. I just want the item for it, for the fourth ending, because the item is useful. It will keep me alive. Because otherwise I take a massive squad limit debuff and then I'm fucked. That's why I wanted. May has to be here, because she might need to deal with casters in a bit.
射撃補助モジュール展開っと。
Okay, we have some time before I need to drop.
この一歩外は危ないからね。痛くないのだ。ちょっとビリビリするだけ。
Perfumer can use this tile, so we're putting her there.
I see Foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass.
And we can delay it on a fairly long time. Though we don't need to anymore.
皆さん手加減無用です。フリーズなのだ。
Save the skill if drones are going to obscure maze.
この一本が
Though Ambry will prioritize the drones, I think. Yeah, we'll be fine.
ここですか？指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Yes? How do you like this send?
I have to get serious now. 指示をどうぞ。
Nice healing.
They're fast on the move, but I can still read their tracks.
はあ、指示をどうぞドクター。フリーズなのだ。気兼ねを引く。はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
In terms of damage, we're definitely set. I'm just concerned in terms of defensive stats.
まだまだ持ちますよ。
ここだここ。いざもっとやれ。家まで送ろうか。一度しか警告しないのだ。ドローン飛べ。痛くないのだ。ちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ。
準備でき終わってまで守りに行きます。
Whoa. I'm kind of shocked I didn't leak there. Should have placed click in Cruce's spot. In case something leaked over from that point. E2 Jaya. Okay, now we have a Rio melee operator. And this is a lost and found. We lucked out. Need to use it right now. I don't think I can actually afford to use it though, because I don't have the means to tank the other boss. I think my best bet is still to go for ending one. We can definitely take this fight. But we need 3 devices. On the other hand, I can buy one from the shop. We can use this to apply stuff later. Can we knock off one of these debuffs because they're all awful? Better. We'll take the fight for one more ticket, and then we'll consider. We didn't have a defender here, right? Yeah, we don't. Don't have a good body cycling tool. I'll see Perfumer's attacks and then decide. We can swap to Jaya now. Everything else is mostly fine. Yeah, I'll just bring this quote. Ah yes, the huge streamer chat thingy, where I put the chat through and build it together in 2 minutes. Half of which were on stream. Truly the sign of professionalism in our time.
Let's move. Time waits for nobody.
Ooh, gather around me, guys. ここもフリーズなのだ。
ポートキャリブレーション中よ。あんたそれ隠れられてないよ。
So that's the runner. We can mostly deal with the first guys with just Jaya. So we're gonna hold off on actually committing to that one until we set up all of our other shit.
どうせ目の前真っ暗
I see you.
We don't need Mei here anymore.
I have to get serious now.
Stacking bombs for the heavies on that lane.
Come out.
Preparing for leaks. Totter should take care of basically everything here. Also, I can just cancel shots with Pinecone when I think about it.
Come out. Stop hiding.
Don't need her full damage, so keep the other SWAT open for Mei.
ここでしっかり支えます
Stay calm, my friend.
It won't be any use.
逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう現場操作なのだ
Oh yeah, now I remember why I put it in one tile back. So I can have Jaya in his SWAT. I think we're fine anyway.
あんたそれ隠れられてない
But those casters are fucking nasty.
Yes?
Yeah, I don't think I can out-heal the ending 2 boss.
It won't be any use.
ここだここ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど
Oops, messed up.
には十分だぜ
I could have just lifted him up with Pinecone. I just forgot to
Yes?
press the skill.
Come on, chin up.
It won't be any use.
どうしたのだ事件なのだ
光が力を蓄えています。
はいちゃんと聞いてます
ドクターの言う通りに見えたよ。
どうしやすか
Don't sweat the casters.
隠れられてないよ 完璧な仕事ができましたドクター
Completely useless
い
item.
ただけましたか
Good rune. We can take a defender, I guess. I think even at 6% it's better than the defense differential. So now the real question is if I should commit. If we do the other fight, we have 2 medics. Okay, it's time to cheat and do some math. Let me just look up how much damage this asshole does. I'll check for both fights to be sure. 2625 in the elite one, and on the normal one, same damage, 2625. An attack interval of 2 seconds. Say we have Bubble in the squad. Does it show the increased stats here? No, it doesn't. So she should have more like 800 defense. So 1800 damage per hit. She'll have the health to not die in 2 hits. Wonderfully. And then we have healing from Pure Stream plus Perfumer. Should be doable. The biggest point of weakness would be the moment we have to switch defenders around. So we'll have to plan the squad around that. On the other hand, if we have to do this fight, we have a big problem where I don't actually know the configuration of the fight well. The boss itself does 2100 damage. Occasionally, let's see what else we have. The weeps have 3000 attack, which is unblockable, 60,000 health, which isn't much. 75,000 health on the Saxons scares me way too much. And the ice has 75,000 health. Yeah, I can't effectively kill the ice, I think. And it's too difficult to position around it. Especially with my casters having reduced health. And I can't kill the Sax because I don't have anything that can jump them well. I think I'd rather take my chances with either ending 2 fights. I'm picking between 2 shitty options, honestly. But I think this is the less shitty one right now. Because I don't think I can deal with ending 2. We got the shittier of the 2 options. Should still be playable. We have very strong items. Jaya can 1v1 the Quappers. Let me try and remember the rest of the map. So, we have asshole drones spawning from here that need to be murdered. There's a bunch of trash mobs that move here and they're going to get obliterated by fucking anything. We have Sarkas Quappers that we can fight over here, and then we just need a caster-like click to kill the stuff that the boss leaks through. Ah no, never mind, I'm dead. Okay, so I can't use bubble on the boss. That's just non-viable, because we'll block other things and then die. Because the trash mobs that come from the boss lane have... how much attack? Way too much for me to block in any case, but I just want to see the number. Yeah, they have 2800 attack. They have more attack than the boss. So the boss has to be blocked and moves. Okay. This shit's going to be so annoying. We need Bubble as a second blocker. Both Pure Stream and Perfumer are absolutely forced. May, Totter, Pinecone, Ethan are stuff we're gonna need. And we already ran out of slots. Okay, so who do we throw out to add click? Think I have to throw out Bubble and then swap on Jaya, because Jaya is comparably tanky to Bubble. If Moose dies to the boss, I'm dead anyway, so we're just going to assume Moose can tank it and add one more caster. Yay! No idea if this works. Best chance I have. Yeah, I can tell they're different fights because the names are different. Also, when you look at the map, you see that the map is different. Let's see if we can just deal with the drones directly.
I see Cloud. Stop moving.
If we can, it will save me a ton of hassle. We need to start setting up our medics.
I won't be
Come out. Stop hiding.
Because if the boss can run away anywhere, we're dead, I think. There's no good point to fight the Quappers in this setup. It has to be over here, I guess. No, the range is too long for this shit.
Won't be any use.
This style is the best I can do, where Myrtle is right now. Oops. Okay, start with Jaya. If he dies, we can't attack Myrtle either, so it doesn't matter. As I said, I'm 99% sure I'm dead. I'm just playing the best cards I can right now. Okay, body swapping time.
Let fragrance revive your mind.
Stop moving. I see you.
I should probably focus more on... No reason to proc the caster early.
Come on, chin up.
Fuck, I missed one.
はい
Nothing I can do about it. It's leaking through.
指示をどうバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。うわ、本当にやってる。喧嘩？万物を潤すのがお水だよ。指示をどう？あ、
We can use this tile to generate DP before we run out. No, I can't. This tile. This is the one. Only place. I can lift these guys in clicks range. I can use that to control, so we don't click any more of them. Should have followed that earlier. Could have avoided those leaks.
That's fine with me. How do you like this sound?
指示をどう？気兼ねを引く。
Double health, so the next casters are making it through. I'm fine with Pinecone getting smacked. Just retreat before it costs the DP. I think if Click is about to hit this caster, I'll have to retreat there. I think I can commit to helping kill those. Gonna be leaking shit all over the place. Hopefully there's no more Sarcas Quappers, otherwise I just screwed myself. I say as a Sarcas Quapper spawns. Okay, all of these have heavier weight than the Quapper, I'm pretty sure. So at least right now, Totter shouldn't prioritize it.
Great luck. Got a tailwind today.
He still has a bunch of other targets, so we're safe. Oops, I messed up. Never mind, I'm dead. I forgot about this caster. I'm dead. Ah, GG.
Come out. Stop.
How do you like this sound?
Unless he decides to leak through, I guess. Oh, of course. And that's when Moose dies.
It won't be any use.
Ah, it was so close. I messed it up right at the end. GG. We can let the boss leak
I see you.
for the ending. Honestly.
I see you.
Maybe we don't have to. Nah, Pinecone's gonna get frozen. Doesn't work.
It won't be any use.
Curse the Pinecone freeze, he's gonna run through because of it.
はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。
I can't tell where the 25% health is though. Here. Yeah, but it's too fast. I don't have enough lift off. Oh wow, he actually got blocked.
Yes?
That's so troll, holy shit.
No one. This is my battle. You'll regret this. I'm here to help. I have to get serious now.
Myrtle kills too fast. I'll get it as close as I can to 25% and we just retreat. And we'll feed bodies. Hopefully he gets blocked by the other shield guard as well. Otherwise I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. Boo! If he got blocked by the other shield guard I had a chance. Because I could cycle a bunch of bodies here. Nah, Ethan's was very irrelevant to this. He didn't matter. It was just a gameplay mistake. Where I forgot about the other cast. The other. Needed to remove Myrtle and Click and leak whatever I leaked. Yeah. It's the difficulty of playing stages blind. Since it's only the second time I've seen it, I just wasn't prepared for exactly what I needed to do. The setup we had was valid, I just needed to account for missing one caster because of the double health. I even said it and then I forgot about it later. Is doing the second ending really preferable to the first ending? Absolutely. Absolutely. The first ending is unplayable to me, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I fucking hate the emergency fights. If you had some way to opt into them, they'd be great. But it being completely random feels awful. Especially because you might not bring the right comp for them, because the emergency and the normal version might require completely different setups.
目的地はどこでしたっけ？
Yeah, fine.
Pretty good chest. I just get pulled straight into Pinecone. No Decor Bear. I think my main concern is they couldn't break the ice, which means they couldn't moose the boss. And the stupid horns are more of a problem than the boss. It's just too hard to deploy on it, unless you can kill the horns. And I just have no way to do that.
指示をどうぞドクター。はい、
Don't see any harm in this.
はい、普段通り釘を打て。指示、気兼ねを引く。
Does pudding do enough damage? It's 75,000 health. So no.
指示バッテリーはまだまだバッテリーはまだまだ。
Pinecone can kind of break it, but you have to deal with minus DP and the stupid trumpets one-shotting everything on most of your range tiles. Basically, the second fight is just an enormous fucking tile ban.
指示を気兼ねを気兼ねを引く。
In realistic terms, I don't have a strat for it. Maybe I could have beaten it with this team, but I definitely could have done the second one. And I don't know what the how to play the first ending at all. On increased difficulties. I just don't have a plan for it right now.
Mission accomplished.
完璧な仕事ができました。ドクター。
I think the changes would have been fine if we could just turn them off. Like if it was a... Yeah, it's basically the same point. If you can opt into the increased difficulty, it would be 100% fine. Wonder what they're gonna do at IS5 when that one gets its update. Guaranteed no Decor Bear. No emergency.
Yeah, fine.
Lucky. Because at the moment, IS5 is really easy because of the item pool. So I guess they can mix in some trash items to reduce the quality of the item pool. Oh, that's what they're going to do. They're going to port over IS4 items. Yeah, IS5 is a lot easier.
Doesn't matter. Holding a shield is tiring.
The debuffs are more manageable, they can't stack up. I activated the heal a bit too early, so I almost trolled myself. It took the cool carry though. I think you could just make the prophecy ask you if you want to do the emergency or not. Though that's a bit too straightforward. I'm not sure I like that. Like getting a sign in front of the boss saying, hey, do you want to make the boss harder is kind of lame. I don't like that implementation either, honestly.
Whatever. Holding a shield is tiring.
Maybe like one of those IS3 encounters where you get some items right now, and then it just gives you a different encounter next time there's an emergency fight. Instead of that, get some items right now. Now the boss is harder. Ooh, very lucky start. Bad guard ticket though. I'm actually gonna conserve the hope. I don't wanna buy a guard.
With me on your side, success.
Yeah, we all know you can do IS-5 without a squat. I feel like people say that without realizing that you have to reroll 50 times before you get the item that lets you do that. Because you need the item that lets you leak through. It's not something you can do even remotely consistently. It's not a strategy per se. It's just a meme thing that you can do in roguelikes. Because you're playing on EN and it's only on CN, I would presume. No, the Corber.
Okay.
My favorite thing with the dice was when I saw a bad item, picked it because the other item was worse, then I rolled a 1 and got the same item anyway, because the reroll gave me the same item because it doesn't exclude it from the pool.
Doesn't matter. Hey, catch.
Oh no, IS-3 is definitely worse than IS-4 for me. Playing IS-3 with 4 stars just involves falling asleep for 20 minutes until you actually reach floor 3, because you want to take the most fights possible on the way, because you need recruits. Then after you finally get through floor 3 and can play a fight that has any level of difficulty, if you RNG into a Sanguine Arc fight, you usually just lose instantly. It's extremely unsatisfying to play. It's just RNG. I don't feel there's a skill moment at all there. I just either get the stuff I need to and win or I don't. Alright, so medic and branch. I think I'll skip the branch actually. Our savings have been devastated. It's a stage where you have a bunch of slugs. This is either a great floor or a fucking horrible one. It's a fucking horrible one. Why the fuck can you even get that encounter outside of a bosky? It's the first time I've seen it. Extra life points. Shadows of Ghost is
There's a mission?
at least 2 leagues guaranteed, so not an option. So I guess we're taking the path.
Behold,
Yeah,
here
I'm not
come
sure if
my
that's actually
flamboyant moves.
that's true. I feel like I get less hope in IS-4 than I did in IS-3.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
But I think that's because I just take a lot more fights than most people. So my squad grows proportionally much larger.
Doesn't matter to me. Don't see any harm in this.
The only reason I did the ending 4 in IS-3 is that I wrote the Ultra Blade Dance on Pinecone in the last fight and she basically sold half the map because of it.
I've arrived.
Without that I would have died. For sure. Oh yeah, the time I actually did ending 4, I ended up doing it with the worst debuff possible, the minus 50%
指
stats.
示をどうぞ指示を
I just kind of managed it by buying a bunch of recruits and looking out. The RNG in the debuffs is definitely the worst part for me though, because like almost all of the debuffs are irrelevant, and then you have that one that just cripples an operator completely, or buffs Myrtle.
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじ
Yeah, good point. That's probably it. Think we're fine.
I'll do all I can.
What do you mean half the debuffs? Oh, you mean the confusion and the one that reduces
Got
the
it.
SP cost? Fair enough.
Save us a lot of time.
All
if
the
you
other
just
ones are still
surrender.
debuffs though.
Good scenery here, Doctor. Ooh,
How do we
we're
set
counting
up
on
for
you
this
again
garbage?
today, little apple.
Cause we still need to click to nuke shit there.
So this is a battlefield. Target location. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
ここですかはいチャッテリーはまだまだ持ちます普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
やっちゃおっか。
はい気兼ねを引く
Ooh, almost dozed off.
Yeah, yeah, fine.
はいバッテリーはまだまだ持ちます
Don't
よ
really care about the flak.
ドクターの言う通りかい。こっち向いて。
Think we can mostly just ignore it.
はいよ。
Might just leak. Though we can just block this asshole when we need to.
Scenery here,
Like
Doctor.
this. There we go.
Whatever you building a shield is tiring.
O sword, pierce the moonlight that veils the night.
Hmm?
やっちゃおっか。
Yeah, it will work
Yes,
fine.
come on, chin up.
はい
Shit.
バッテリーはまだまだ
I forgot that I actually need to block these assholes.
普段通り釘を打てば
Watch this. ドクターの言う通りにするかい。こっち向いて。
指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
Hi, Wolf.
Phew. I'm exhausted. I want to go lie down.
The eat an
Doctor.
item. Pretty good bosky. And we get extra fights. Should end up in a good spot now.
インディゴ
For the next floor.
いつでも行けます。
Though that last run, I'm still salty about the last run. Ah, I need to use the pause button more,
ドクター、忘れ物し
so
な
I
いで
don't
ね。
forget about the caster and randomly die to it.
I'm here to help. Hmm? I have to get serious now.
Okay.
はいよ。発射。
Infinity DPS click is fun. The title speaks truth and nothing else.
光が力を蓄えています。
Alright then.
Spontaneous combustion.
So this is a
Bathe in fresh blood.
Oh, 20. We have an incoming Decor Bear. Save the skills then.
指示を気兼ねを引く
Oh.
はい
Oh, hooray.
ちゃん
Click
と
didn't
聞い
die.
てます
Great success.
まだまだもち指示を
Okay, what are you? Bear, free kill.
ドクターの言うたいこっち向いて Good scenery here この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません Mission accomplished
Well, if you have 1,000 guard chips, then you can just make specialist chips. Bless the workshop.
Flawless victory I was pretty good
Around the time of Gavio's first event, I kind of forgot that thing and just left it running. And ended up with something like spending 4,000 sanity on guards and specialist chips. So I had 40 E2 guard chips for no reason. Yeah, we can take her. Because we're leveling up. Recently I managed to actually run out of guard chips after 3 years.
What kind of battle will it end up being? I wonder.
No, it was the E2 chip. If you're talking to me.
I have to get serious now. 光が力を蓄えています
We can just review everything so we can comfortably AFK.
Yeah, fine.
Whew, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます
10,000 damage.
はい
Nice.
気兼ねを
Don't see any harm in this.
やっちゃおっか
はい気兼ねを引く
I've arrived.
We got to ending 2 once. It was the emergency one. We almost made it through with no Rio defender, but we fumbled in the end and just barely died. This is now the second run, or I think the third. I think I died to something random once before. Worst part is that I actually had played it almost perfectly and was about to get away with it, and then I just fucked something up and then died on a fight that I definitely should have won.
釘を打てば大丈夫はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈
That
夫
failure will haunt me. Unless I win today, I guess. Then it won't. So you have both the stream sound on, but also your in-game sound on? Are your ears okay, dude? I'd go crazy from that.
Show me your spirit, everyone.
ドローン飛べ
It's fine, I'm playing Gaius too. 10 out of 10 logic. You're saying your sound is better than mine or what?
Counting on you again today, little apple. 杖が温まってきましたみんなどいて
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, the sound effect is appropriate.
Almost
I
there.
agree 100%.
So this is a battlefield.
I'll be sure to get the Mongolian troll singing faster than just for you.
Mission accomplished.
Well, at least when you get IS-5 you have insta promotes back on again. Did I watch Ambient Synthesia? I don't even know what that is. Not worth spending the hope. Because we won't level up on the next fight. Oh, guard book. That's good item but useless to me. Yeah, I've never watched any of them. I know they exist. I'd say S5 is pretty high up there in terms of quality, yeah. Okay, 4 fights, 2 encounters, decent. Or rather, there's no better path. Wait, we can actually take this fight. Double buff casters, we're fine. Skip on the medic though, so we can use all the range tiles. No, the ending 3 item isn't worth it. For a number of reasons. You can pay the cost with 20 hope. If you have your core squad, you can just refrain from recruiting for a bit. And it has the least powerful debuff out of all of them. The ending 2 is the most important one.
I have to get serious now. 杖が温まってきました。
Kind of want this tile for Pinecone.
やっちゃおっか。
Speaking of Pinecone, should probably actually deploy her.
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。言う通りにしますね。
Yeah, fine.
準備的な敵たちはどれも波の危険さ。
指示を。はい、アレルギーに気をつけて。気兼ねを引く。はい、はい、気兼ねを引く。
Next wave, it's Click's turn.
ドクターの言う通りにするよ。はいよ、みんなどいて。
はい、気兼ね。
Bathe in fresh
アレルギーに気をつけて。普段通り釘を打て。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
海面この敵たちは
Okay, perfect.
どれも波の風。
Shockingly, we're going to survive this without Ethan.
はい、気兼ねを引く。
よかった。風も波もない夜を過ごせますね。 With pleasure.
Oh, am I muted? Oops. Sorry. In short, we're very dead and we're about to reset. I'll give myself the best chance I can, but we are dead, and there's nothing we can do. Yeah, if I had 9 slots, I had a chance to not die. Let's go die.
Got it.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
Should have swapped Udenko for something else, but it's just impossible to open on this stage. My operators actually do get one shot. Oops, I thought she survived one more hit. Anyhow, bye bye. What? No, the stun is irrelevant. I'll just die to basic enemies. Even if I did that, I have no way to kill the caster. And even if I did have a way to kill the caster, whoa. This chest blocks the tile I need and I have no way to recover from that. It's the emergency mode, so we're just dead. Anyway, even if I could recover from that, this chest blocking the tile is basically a death sentence. Only way this is playable is if I get the 50% rune, and that can keep me alive. More importantly, I just can't deal with these assholes on this lane.
So this is a battlefield.
Alright then.
GG. The movement speed plus the extra attack is too nasty. I don't think there's anything I could have done on this fight. Like, that was kind of looking okay if I didn't sacrifice Myrtle, but I would just die later to the casters. Because I don't have the healing to deal with the casters, and then I'm just dead because they overload anything. So at that point it was over the moment that stage showed up, and I didn't have any removal. Pure RNG there. Obviously having Myrtle in the front is not a good idea, or forgetting to activate her skill, but I would have died regardless. Round 4, I think. It's not a guaranteed leak. You can just deal with the boats individually. In fact, it's the best way to play the stage. Separate the boats from the rest and just nuke them with physical damage. For me, if I can't do that, I just die, though. Yeah, we're grinding for ending 4. Which is going to be a long grind, as it seems. Oh my god, we have a duck. Where did it AFK? On this tile? I always forget. I think it was the tile behind that. Yeah, we'll just point click there. In any case, that's always the best position to shoot at. So far it's still shorter than my grind for ending 3. Though, oh no, I never did IS4 ending 4 on max difficulty. I just decided it's too annoying. I didn't bother with it. I did it on difficulty 10 or something. I don't remember. Think I'll kill it. We should get 2 click skills off, although the second one will do barely any damage.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, 16 means there's always an extra. You can tell that way. Wait for click skill to stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's enough damage. Ah, guess I'm wrong. It takes 2 hits to kill a rock and we'll get 1 more spot deploy.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Oh, that would be so close to killing it.
Yeah, fine.
はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。
It walks out. It's already out. Go, click. Whoa.
Mission accomplished.
That was as close as it could have possibly been. Should activate click S2 a bit earlier in that case,
Hard work. Even an idiot can get the
because
job
then
done.
we can get a second click S2, which will guarantee the kill. Trash item.
With pleasure.
You know, I really shouldn't be taking Perfumer here. It's a bit dangerous. If we run into the shield guard stage.
今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
Mostly free. We can use Pinecone to DPS, Perfumer will keep Spot alive, and Click can break up the ship groups. How many times have I gotten it?
So many
Technically 2,
weaknesses.
and I've died to the ending before it twice. So, 4 times theoretically.
やっちゃおっか。
Since both times I died to it were winnable fights that I threw.
はい、バッテリーは
Well, one of those was a sort of throw, because I was down to 1 life and had no damage. So even if I won it, I would have just died to ending 4. Regardless.
指示
But yeah, it's definitely easier to get through it for me. I think I get it about once or twice per stream. Yeah, you know, it hasn't happened in so long. I haven't seen ending 3 and I'm not touching ending 3 with a 10-foot pole, to put it mildly. Fuck ending 3.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Need to break this group apart.
やっちゃおっか。
We're seriously lacking in DPS.
Come on, chin up.
On the core though.
指示をどうぞ、ドクター。はい、
About to leak some shit because of it.
指示を
Not sure if I had a better setup there.
指示バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Mission accomplished.
Medic is a bit less than ideal for this stage, I guess. Pudenku, because Pudenku can actually pull other shit.
Perfection is for
And the new one,
suckers, you know.
Pinecone, is lacking in damage. Pretty great wood though. If we can get 4 fights out of it, it's absolutely worth.
Do be careful, everyone.
Yeah, they've been trying to, the 3-star players have been trying to do that since the start of the game basically. They basically figured out a strat where they only use 1 medic now.
まだまだ持ちますよ。 指示をど気兼ねを
So, no name, are you claiming that Dorothy isn't evil incarnate?
Alright then. Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
Okay, free Q.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, Dorothy isn't a rat, she's a Skaven. It's the only explanation. So we agree that she's a follower of the Horned Rat.
Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, it's an annihilation. The first 300 enemies are just irrelevant.
With hard work.
When you're doing some challenge clear like 3 stars, it's an annoying pain in the ass to grind DP or something like that. But other than that, it's only the last 100 enemies that actually matter. We're taking midnight again. Is there anyone worse than the guy that was in Tawua? Yeah, Dorothy.
Got it.
I think a mass murder on a Gobo's KO is
All right.
What
objectively
kind of
worse.
battle will it end up being? I wonder.
Doesn't matter. So many weaknesses.
31. So no third animal. For an evil Russian wizard, he's pretty chill. Yeah, Dorothy likes aliens, so she was only going to murder the people on Terra. Did he even gaslight anyone properly? I mean, since that's around where I stopped reading the story, his entire conversation with Tao was basically, "You're being stupid and you're gonna get very depressed." And then she was stupid and got very depressed. Like, is that even gaslighting? He just said something obvious to her, and she got salty. Not science, fun and profit. No, it's gaslighting when you lie to someone to convince them of something that isn't true over and over and over. When you just flat out tell them the truth, that's not gaslighting. Getting the chalice will give us a shitty squad. A tier list on the maps. I could just probably record every map, both normal and emergency, and then just go over the stats of the enemies and tell you which maps you should prioritize on every floor. Something like that.
Okay.
The real question, by the way, is what are the odds that they're gonna Battlestar Galactica and it will turn out that Terra was Earth all along and the Doctor is actually a native? You wanna bet on it? It's an extremely common sci-fi twist, which is why I'm assuming it's gonna happen. Yeah, that's fine with me. What are you're gonna do, and that's the conclusion of the story, which won't happen. Very accurate moral considering the number of Arknights players on Earth. Oh, you don't have Pinecone raised. I see how it is. How dare you? Yeah, I think it's gonna work
Hard
better
work.
with footage though.
Even an idiot can get the job done.
Then why are you playing Ark Knights or watching Ark Knights? That either way, that's furry behavior. Hooray, good floor. More damage at a distance. This fight is always a free win. No reason not to take it. Don't need Myrtle. That's very bad of you, John Smith. But I'll forgive you because you raised Pinecone.
Here come my flamboyant moves.
Yes, obviously. Why else would I mute you? What kind of question is that?
ここですか？
I muted you for noble reasons. Kind of depends on the May bit, on what you're actually fighting. But yeah, I'd agree she's generally better than Umbreon.
Whatever you say. Don't see any harm in this.
In Force for 4 stars anyway.
まだまだ持ちますよ。
I won't be afraid.
悪い人に立ち向かうぞ。
はい、ちゃんと聞いて。
I will forgive you for your poor opinion.
Bathe in fresh blood.
Even though the Idle one is objectively the worst of her three
指示
options.
をどうぞ、ドクター。指示を普段通り釘を打てば普段通り釘を打ってはいこっち向いて気兼ねを
Was the next one always an item?
Mission accomplished.
ドクターがもし筋肉もりもりだったらきっとパパみたいにすっごい戦士になってたぞ。
Hooray, more devices. Too many medics. Now we'll take this, maybe we'll get a chance to abuse it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. There's nothing here I want. We can take Ethan, I guess. Yeah, the massive attack range is really useful. I'm pretty sure we can do that one. But I'd also rather not play it. Because it's annoying, so give me literally any other emergency. Perfect. Blessed rune. We could definitely do it though. We block the Karzan spot and everything else on bubble. At most we're gonna leak 1 or 2 enemies at the start.
Show me
But we've
your
already been
spirit,
doing that, so I'd rather avoid it.
悪い人に立ち向かうぞ。
When did we get the defender card?
釘の
The
よう
fuck?
にここでしっかり支えます
I have no idea when it showed up. I'm not complaining, I just didn't notice it.
So this is a battlefield.
Because against enemies with 2000 attack, Bubble ends up being better. Also, I like the taunt, it's useful. The other side, we have an animal coming this way. Extremely unlikely that we can actually kill it, unless it's the dog.
はい、普段
The bear is too tanky and will one-shot everything that the will run through. No, we might have some chance on the duck too. I can't tank the bear though. It one-shots Bubble off skill. Maybe even on skill.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
The dog is a freebie though, but Pure Stream kind of screws it over.
はい、
I don't think saying Pure Stream S2 is better. Is a hot take unless you're arguing with only me. I'm basically the only person who prefers S1.
Yeah, fine.
I have my reasons though. S2 is much closer to what you get out of Susuru, and she can feel that throw better because of the difference in SP times. S1 is kind of unique to Pure Stream and very difficult to replace, so I end up using that a lot more. Though saying one of them is better doesn't really mean anything, because ultimately they just do completely different things.
地金を引く。
And now it turns away with the movement speed.
まだ持ちます
Or not. Click stunts for the win. Hooray! Yeah, I said I'll do another one. After we get ending 4, I'll let people pick operators.
I always knew we'd win, Doctor.
You might actually get to pick Vigil, because I'll let you use supports for a change. Ah, a great item and a fucking awful item. Synergy. No more medics. Straight for snipers. No reason to pick anything else. Oh, and the free win over here. Neat. Yeah, if I'm going to have a situation where I'm considering using Pure Stream S2, I probably don't give a shit about the resistance.
どこでしたっけ？
Because the highlight of the skill is the insane amount of healing per second.
I've arrived.
Oh, we have another animal coming. It's 23 again. Unless we get a melee enemy here. Nope, we have another one coming. Interesting. The luck is really high this run. It's probably one of the best second stores I've ever gotten. The only way it could be better is if we get an E2 Eton from this fight.
So this is a battlefield.
It's consistent if you need a heal every 20 seconds. It's inconsistent if you need a big heal every 5 seconds. Whether it's consistent or not depends on what interval you want to put it in. What do you... Like a Perfumer S1 is also consistent in the sense that it has a very specific window it also works from. I'm not sure you're actually using the word consistent, right? In this circumstance. Can I get the model for Osmontis? Yeah, I can. I'll probably M3 her, some of her skills too. Hooray, dead dog.
That's fine with me. Come on, chin up.
Alright then.
It goes invisible when lifted.
Mission accomplished.
Impressive, Doctor. Truly impressive. Your blazing breeze
Wonderful item.
almost stole my show
Keeps
today.
all of my shit alive. Bit dangerous to spend the hope, because we have one more fight before we level. I don't like this one. Take the extra stun. A really hated mechanic. A few. DH is probably my most hated mechanic by far. The water drowning your shit is annoying. And if you take the counter to it, you just kind of don't get any gameplay, because the event becomes trivial. I really didn't like that one. What's the emergency? Mostly just wanna knock off the debuff I just got. Perfect. Okay, so we can take here, potentially get up to 4 fights. Or we can go down the bottom after we see what the emergency is and get 2 other fights. We can summon a shop at any point if we want to, which we probably do. So I can't tank them. On the other hand, my damage is in the shitter and I can't actually kill them. Though I can cheese them with Pinecone. Do I go for it or do I back off? Pinecone Z2, Clicky Z2. We're not gonna need this.
インディゴいつでも行けます。
今壁が目の前で動いたって。
The correct choice is probably to back off. But I hate missing value. And I'm very greedy. Also, I really want to know whether it counts as an emergency for this item. Oh, I can tell from here. It doesn't. I haven't died Demon Blade in a while, so recently I've been dying to the ending more. Whether I've just been lucky or I've gotten slightly better, who knows. I definitely have a fair number of resets on floor 3, for one reason or another. I'm also stupid, I should have brought Myrtle. Kind of screwed myself on that one.
So this is a battlefield.
After on skill she becomes unkillable, so now we can start setting up other stuff. Let's see how much stuff we end up leaking. Hey, what?
That's fine with me. That's fine. Stay calm, my friend.
Oh, whoa, I missed that last one.
Yes?
In a pretty stupid way. Should have only had one medic here and brought Myrtle. On the other hand, hooray, I'm not dead. Some fucking cow. Let the first one leak through. Oh, these guys do a lot of damage. I'm fine with greed. No regrets.
Mission accomplished.
Ethan S2 would have been better, yeah, but not by much. It doesn't make that much of a difference at T1. Say the bigger mistake was not bringing Myrtle. And taking the fight, obviously. But I just wanted to.
There's a mission?
No reason to bring two medics here. Yeah, pretty worth. Though I could have leaked a few less. I needed Myrtle so I could drop Pinecone a bit earlier. Then she could spam the lift off. And we drastically reduce the total number of leaks. Just. We can definitely get that, just need to set up for it.
やっちゃおっか。わかりました。
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
はい。アレルギーに気をつけてね。釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。
ドクターの言うとみんなどいて。
どこにアレルギーに気をつけてね。はい。バッテリーはまだまだ普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Almost dozed off. So this is a battlefield.
Need to retreat somebody so I can actually afford a defender here. Kind of irritating, but should be like this. And then we can cycle the other two to kill the chest in time.
どこに行けばああいう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。
準備適合の敵たちはどれも波の危険さには
指示をどう普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Don't need to time the lift offs at all. They'll just get, because they can't do anything to Bubble.
はい。はい。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。はい。気がね。アレルギーに気をつけてね。
That's fine with me.
はい。気がねを。
Start working on that chest.
はいよ。発射。
はい。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Ah, those two are leaking through. Kind of surprised that Indigo didn't charge in time, considering how much earlier I used her skill.
どれも波の危険さには及びません。Mission accomplished.
It is a medic check, yeah. You can also do it with Pudenko plus spot. The normal one isn't really too much of a problem. In fact, the only reason I leaked now is because I'm an idiot. Not really playable without Ethan. I guess we're taking the bottom path then. We have acceptable removal. I'll try for the emergency. Yep, we're removing that one. No Ethan, but at least we got Indigo. Okay, we wasted enough money for one run, I guess. This is a Puan with let's say what we're doing is questionable at best, but I kind of threw this run really hard with the random leaks all over the place. What, the shop stage? I fight the shop every second run. It's the most common stage to fight when I'm playing, I'm sure. Pinecone doesn't care about the debuff. I early raid the shop. It's super worth it in a number of circumstances. People overvalue keeping the shop alive. If you get certain items that you know can win you, you should just go for it.
I see Foul taking off. Probably.
Deployment limit's gonna be a bit of a problem. Actually remove Totter for now. We'll bring him back later.
I won't be afraid.
Yeah, that's enough DP.
指示基盤を引く普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
I'm fine if she dies. The buff doesn't matter.
準備できな逃げたいなら道をそらしましょう。
言う通りにしますね。指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
ドローン飛べ
はいはいアレルギーに気をつけてね。どこに行けばいいですか？
Guess we're doing it like
I
this.
see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
Okay, we managed to tag the drone correctly. We're fine there. We basically just need one of the fireballs to die and everything else gets bodied. Perfect.
ここだ暴力じゃない体当たりだドクターの言う通り
We're done with you.
基盤を引く指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
We can walk this one separate from the other asshole. That part's taken care of for the most part. I have no reason to care about that.
基盤を引く
We can just let Indigo die. And the fireballs for now are still a fair distance away.
I'm here to help バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
So this is a battlefield.
指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。喧嘩よう
No,
袖をうまく言う通りにし
目の前真っ暗になってねえかここだここ
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
はいファイアザス殴ってやるはい
we can cancel most of the hits, I guess.
This end.
指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。はいバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。喧嘩ぐるっと一回転
Then again, it's not like they do that much damage anyway.
はいちゃんと聞いてまはい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。ファイアザス
We're almost out of it.
たくさん見てきましたからはい基盤を引く
Okay, perfect.
光が力を蓄えています。
うわ本当にやって
Yes?
Watching a live robbing. I'm telling you guys, robbing the shop on the early floors is really underrated.
光への恐れを生むん
Because a lot of the time,
ファイアザスなら
as long as you can get past the early game, it's pretty easy to get through everything else. When you stack up a bunch of removal, the most obvious value case is when you have a golden chalice and you don't want to waste the money. So you kind of remove the opportunity caused by robbing the shop. Obviously, you wanna save the shop to get maximize the value from it, but practically, sometimes the earlier value keeps you alive.
Very well done, Doctor.
I don't really care about the ending component, I'm just taking it for the removal. Anyhow, great item, really helpful, great item. helps Pudenko a bit. Only minus is we can't use the tickets, because 0 hope. It changes after the third floor. Something that motivated me to rob it here, by the way, is that we have this debuff. We just take the fight. I mean, I kind of want to at this point. Running away is definitely the safe choice. Their damage isn't that bad, is it? Okay, what fight kills us for sure? We can... I think I can't do Collapsus. No, we have a lot of arts damage, Pinecone, 2 medics. Okay, let's grid it and try. This one might be bad, like really bad. We'll need to cycle skills to basically keep the bullies in the air. I'm making very greedy choices, because I'm kind of still low in terms of power. Since we fucked up a lot of other stuff. So at this point, playing it safe isn't a good idea anymore. Hence, just grid as much as possible is the next answer. You either pay 3 lives to run away, or if you have a lot of devices, I think, you can just run away for free. Honestly, the only reason this is going to be a hard fight is the lack of deployment limit.
Almost dozed off.
Because I need to retreat wanting to effectively deal with the stun snipers. I think the most expendable here is going to be like so. Oops. Bubble got stunned.
Great, stop moving.
Pinecone wasn't enough. Yeah, never agreed for that fight. It's too annoying.
Foggy today. Bad luck.
It does have lower stats than if you actually fought it at the right stage, like on the 4th floor. But it still wasn't enough to make the difference up. I don't think this is even a difficult fight. I'm pretty sure this is the second easiest. I just, the 6 deploy was too tight. I couldn't get away with it. Yeah, if I feel like the run is going to get bricked, I become very greedy. I mean, if we're going to die after somewhere on the 4th floor anyway, might as well try to take every item and every risk possible. I've probably played one of the deep investigations. They're boring to me. Like when you're used to playing on 15, difficulty 0 just feels like nothing. No, I don't like support squad. I don't particularly care about ingots because I can abuse the shop. What I want is recruits. And scientific is what gives me the most recruits in the long term. Oh, it definitely wasn't the only one that could kill me.
Got it. Alright then.
I think I had a decent chance on the Collapso one because of the item. But I think the drone one would have killed me as well. The hardest floor 5 stages, all of them. Don't play floor 5 stages.
ここですか？
March of the Dead or Man-Made Carnival for a more serious answer. But realistically, just don't play them. The rewards are not worth the risk.
指示バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。指示気兼ねを引く。指示普段通り
Shouldn't
鍵を
use
打
click
て
skill.
ば大丈夫。
I'm not going to find out why Man-Made Carnival is hard. I'm assuming I can't kill the trucks in the center and they kill me.
はい。
But I have no intention of ever learning how to play that map. It's a 5th floor fight, so removal is the answer for me, always.
Doesn't matter. Hey, catch.
はい普段通り鍵を打てば。
ドクターの言う達者 Mission accomplished.
完璧な仕事ができました。ドクター、満足していただけましたか？
The one with the Chongyue is probably the easiest one. Either that or the one with the AoE enemies, one or the other. You just need slightly specific tools to deal with the Chongyue one. But other than that, it's a freebie.
今壁が目の前で
A 1 in 8 chance we die.
何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。
Hooray, we're not dead. Is it an emergency or not?
ドクター忘れ物しないで
No emergency and no
今
the
回は
Corvair.
どんな面白い動画が撮れるかな
Boss rush in IS2. Not sure what that's referring to.
ここですか？
So many weaknesses.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。あ、はい、あ。
ドローン飛べ
ここだこ俺が見えないだろ。
指示をどうぞ、ドクター。
Yeah, but when you're on the 5th floor, leaking one dog at the start to deploy a myrtle isn't exactly a big deal. Like, you usually have a bunch of objective shields to afford it anyway. Also, you have 20 different debuffs, so the 21st debuff isn't going to be the one that breaks the back.
完璧な仕事ができました。ドクター、満足していただけましたか？
Alright, E2 click. We need to take the hope. It's not even an option, because otherwise we can't get an operator. And yeah, let's just empty out. So we can get this. I'll skip on this one for now. because I wanna get the stun bombs. If you have any kind of fast redeploy or way to cancel their attack, they become irrelevant. Which is why I think it's one of the easiest stages on the 5th floor. You need some specific tools, but it's very easy to counter. The first floor 30 or 40% buff to enemies. No idea what you're talking about there. You mean the difficulty increase? It's a much bigger deal on the higher floors, if I'm being honest. I think I need to stun bomb him.
Yeah, fine.
Nah, next hit kills, it's fine.
ここだここ俺が見えないだろ
What the hell is a calamity mode? You mean something in RA2? RA2 is really easy and you get a bunch of buffs. I don't think a 40% increase in stat is that much, considering you have your own stats increase to counter. Also, 99% of fights in RA2 is just item plus crowd control, so the enemy stats functionally don't matter. Oh, IS2. Is that what it's called? IS2 is trivial.
どうすりゃいいんだ俺が見えないだろ
The stat scaling in IS3 and IS4 is far higher. They don't even compare. Okay, I'm just gonna stun this asshole, so we can kill all of the normal enemies first. Close enough. I don't know, I've always just coded hard mode. And yeah, IS2 is super trivial. Like the scaling doesn't compare at all to IS3 or IS4.
俺だって頑張ったぜ
Only annoying bit is that I'm forced to open with Jaya if I don't want to randomly die on the first floor, if I want to take emergencies. But I can just skip the emergency and then it doesn't matter. Actually, I'm gonna take the lives. Next level up, or the level after that, should be one more life, and... Nope, no way, we're not doing payback. Go away. Hooray, Horn. And do the easier fight first, obviously.
私の出番ですね
Shouldn't use Ethan's skill so Wraith would pass. Ah yeah, I guess. It doesn't really matter.
Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
Because the stun bomb's scary. Payback is definitely the hardest fight on this floor. Though Emergency Shadows is almost as bad, because it can guarantee leaks, depending on what your exact squad is.
どこに行けば可愛いさそうなら
俺が見えないだろ
Catch.
ここですか
No over saturation yet. We're fine. Can go straight to click. Full kill both the chest and it.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
I don't think the new stages are harder in IS2, for example. Or IS3. They are definitely harder in IS4 though. Though I think that's kind of the exception. It's also a question of what other changes you get. Like you have the survivor contract in IS3, which just made IS3 a lot easier. Albeit very RNG.
どこにはい私が何とかします
Whereas in IS4 we got nothing new to buff us on our end. Oh, we did kind of get some better runes, but that's unreliable. Back in IS3 we got even more upgrades on the tree. Yeah, having an anti-air unit isn't exactly a difficult condition to meet. Kind of an asinine fight, but we'll take it. We can abuse the stun bombs. The only thing it does is just... It's not even a question of RNG, it just kind of limits what you can start with. Which, I'll grant you, is kind of a pain. Baiting the first hit. Oh, the Turk fell asleep. Just as well. Means I can do this.
Yeah, fine. Doesn't matter to so many weaknesses.
Need to spam stuns on the next truck. And on this one too. Until we can activate here at least. Yeah, I think we're fine. Just the moment it enters click range we just bomb. Never mind. Yay, -2 lives. Should have retreated my operators faster. If it walked into click range, then we could just do this. That was just bad play for me. I know they target the highest health. It wasn't about targeting, it was about making the truck walk forward faster, so it can get in clicks range before the skill charges. Yeah, this is just a floor 3 stage. That's all there is to it. Terrible item. I think a lot of people would argue with the hardest IS mode being relatively easy. Good bosky, Dominion is pretty free, bad stages though.
With pleasure.
Also this squad is horrifically small. Which one's less terrible with this? Can survive the casters, I think. So this is a forced leak. Yeah, let's just not play this. Okay, you're gonna make me replay do the replay. I obviously had enough time if I retreated. It stopped right before I would have been in range of click with the stun mine. So if it did 2 attacks, one on Pudenko and one on Pinecone, which is a ton of wasted time. Could have definitely made it then. I think I might actually die to the boss. Yeah, extremely likely. I can't tank it with T1. And this squad is way too small. I'd argue that IS-3 difficulty 15 is just harder for everyone.
あの
In general.
目的地はどこでしたっけ？
Though I'll grant you that IS-3 has easier bosses, with the exception of the fourth ending.
Yeah, fine.
Very likely I'll just die on this stage.
になってねえか？
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。はい。はい。
Oh well, I thought I had the other skill.
持ちますよ。指示を
Definitely dead then.
指示を気兼ねを引く。
So many weaknesses.
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Almost as dead as this run is.
はい。普段通り釘を打て。気兼ねを引く。はい。
Need to save the mine for the last wave, I think.
はい。気兼ねを引く。わかりました。
ここだこ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。あ指示普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
The ending 1 boss in IS-3 is the second hardest.
Good job, everyone.
Ending 2 and ending 3 are a lot easier in IS-3. Myrtle, I guess. We'll have to take everything if we're going to have any chance.
There's a mission? I wanna go! Let's go! Good scenery here.
The knight is
Doctor.
just an annoying pain in the
敵で
ass.
す。
It's not difficult, you just need specific shit to deal with it.
Alright then.
But there are multiple specific shit that work, so he's easily counterable.
ここですか？
The jellyfish just murders half the map, so it's more annoying to deal with for me.
Whatever you say. Catch.
I think I need to use click on the left side,
Get serious now.
which is usually a bad sign.
So this is a battlefield.
はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。 わかりました。
The ending 2 isn't that specific. If you're not playing with 4 stars, you have a million different options to deal with it.
はい
You don't even have to do his stupid questline. You can kind of skip, because it only reduces the defense. So if you're gonna kill it with arts or true damage, it doesn't matter.
バッテリーはまだまだ持
It's
ちます
definitely a
よ。
lot more free in how you approach it.
指示をどう気兼ねを引く。
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
はい気兼ね
No
を
decor bear.
指示をどうぞドクター。
I'm here to help. That's enough fragrance for you. Mission accomplished.
We have died to every outer ending we've gotten so far, so no, absolutely not. My current strategy for the alternative ending one is to never play it. I have considered alternative strategies and I think I like that one and I'm sticking with it. The bottom one was the shop, I think. Well, we're forced to take this, obviously. Okay, this is probably gonna be the last turn for today, so let's bottom out the shop and make it last as long as possible. Say the worst part about it is that I need to pick bad operators. Okay, we'll take this because otherwise we're not safe. And time to rob. This isn't a good value shop, but I'm also super screwed, so I'll take anything I can get at this point.
私の出番ですね。
Don't need Pudenku.
インディゴ、いつでも行けます。
Or maybe I do.
私も任務に参加するんですか？
Got it.
They're fast on the move, but I can
Oh,
still
my
read
favorite
their
item tile is
tracks.
blocked. It's not a huge deal. We can set up in a few ways. I guess we'll go like this. Let's see if we get trolled by an immortal dog.
Yeah, fine.
No immortal dog. Hooray!
どうせ目の前真っ暗になってねえか？
I have to get serious now. ドローン飛べー
For now.
にしますね。指示を振ってにはまだまだ持ちますよ。
So this is a battle. みんなどいて
I see Foul taking off. Probable ambush in the ground.
We're counting on you.
Foggy. Come out. Stop hiding.
If we're a bit lucky, we can completely get rid of this asshole with just Totter. Nope, don't let that touch spot. He'll spontaneously combust. That's 2 fireballs down, 1 more to go.
わかりました。
We have stun mines on that side.
気兼ねを引く。指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
ドクターの言う通りにするよ
Pretty sure I need to stop the burn effect or it will kill click.
指示をどうぞ。
Whatever you show me weaknesses.
Yes, not fragrant.
Just stack everything, that one's done, perfect. Okay, very easy cleanup. That's basically as easy as it gets with this fight.
釘を打てば大丈夫。
Mission accomplished.
俺だって頑張ったぜ。あんたも見てただろう。なあ。
Pretty good. We do need the squad limit. E to Indigo. One of the items that was added to IS4 is actually decent, shockingly enough. This just means I should take Shirayuki if I see her. Oh, we definitely won't die to this fight, so... we'll get that later. Swap this garbage out for a Rio item. Yeah, that's much better actually. Can't kill the boss and to struggle with tanking quite a bit. Switch to all the healing skills. I don't hate Viju, I'm just indifferent towards him. You know, the opposite of love.
Let's move. Time waits for nobody.
What kind of battle will it end up being? I wonder.
Hooray! All of the tiles are cursed. Not that bad, honestly.
Guys?
And... yeah, I actually want him in the cloud.
Alright then.
The extra tile matters. I'm willing to sacrifice a bit of his healing to have him further back.
Fragrance revive your mind.
Whatever you so many weaknesses.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
ここだと俺が見えないだろう。
釘のように
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
That death was just tragic.
杖が温まってきました。
指示をど普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
ドローンと。
気兼ねを引く。
Yeah, we need to stun that.
はい、気兼ねを引く。
この敵たちは。
And we've almost gotten rid of the next stupid car.
わかりました。はい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Yeah, that guy's just leaking through. Even if I drop spot on his head,
Counting on you again today,
we'll just get
little
nuked
apple.
anyway.
はい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
はいよ。
Alright then.
Need Titan's skill for the next wave, so we're not using it here.
指示を気兼ねを引く。
Wait until she actually hits the car.
逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
バッテリーはまだまだ。
暴力で何も解決できない。
Yes. How do you like this, son? 準備できました。
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
Super screwed.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちます。
Okay, Ethan separating them is excellent.
Holding a shield is
Means we
tiring,
have
pal.
a not unreasonable chance to survive this bullshit.
Fuck it, I see you.
Wait for the second one. Couldn't give less of a shit about killing the boss, just need to remove this asshole.
ここだこ。目の前真っ暗
Okay,
にな
we're
ってね
set.
えか。
はい、
Yes. Stay calm, my friend. Mission accomplished.
Who do I hate? You mean a 6 stars? I mean, there is one word that's banned in this chat that I think makes the answer to that question kind of obvious. Yeah, invisibility. This is the easiest fight I could have gotten. The fact that I almost died to it speaks to itself. For how screwed we are. An Evo jump scare. For the spinach, we can use that. Let's go.
Do be careful, everyone.
Okay, went from this side, so we pure this and this for a total of 5 tiles, and then we win.
I'm here to help.
Can also pure this, but that's not helpful. At least we can abuse the invisible tiles here, I guess.
Counting on you again today, little apple.
Can I even kill the stupid dog in time? Yeah, they don't have any health. Luckily enough for me.
I see foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass.
Pinecone gets the curse tile, because she can use it just fine. And I'll probably swap.
I have to get serious now.
Click out after this pure breaks.
Come out. Stop hiding.
指示をどうぞ。
ドクターの言う通りにするよ。
Wait, Indigo.
固まってきました。
Okay, good enough.
Stop moving.
言う通りにしな。気兼ねを気兼ねを。
海面がこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
はい。はい。ファイアザソン。普段通り釘を打て。
I see you.
指示をど。気兼ねを引く。
Now stun bomb it if it
Moving.
moves any further.
まだまだ持ちますよ。指示をど。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。どこにパワーアレルギーに気をつけてね。指示をどうぞ。
I see you.
この敵たちは
はい。指示を。
Not sure what I can get from here to salvage this run.
Very well done, Doctor.
I guess if we get one big power item, we have a decent shot. And we luck out really hard with the invisibility. And we use this with the encounter, just to remove some co-ops value later. 1, 2, 3. That's all of the device at that point, so that's just 4 fights. And I'm not sure if I can do emergency practical in the first place.
怪しいやつをチームに入れないように気をつけるのだ。
You can definitely do restricted in any case. Any runes we wanna use? Not really. Wait, why does Tou even have a redemption arc? She basically did nothing wrong, other than being a moron. But that's just her character, she couldn't help it.
I have to get serious now.
see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow. Stop moving.
Oh well.
わかりました。
What a dumb way to leak.
どこに行けばいいですか？
Yeah, yeah, fine.
Get around, guys.
Won't be any use.
はいよ。
どうすりゃいいんだ。ここだここ、いいぞ、もっとやれ。
杖が温まってきました。
ドクターの言う通りにするよ。ドクターの言う発射。
Oops. Yeah, I forgot to deal with something.
Won't be any use.
I won't be afraid.
Okay, now I'm just kind of dead. I could have definitely played that better. Should have just let the first asshole leak over here.
Stop moving.
わかりました。
Though not having any bodies other than Myrtle is less than ideal.
I'm here to help. I have to get serious. アレルギーに気をつけてね。
どうすりゃいいんだ。
Almost done stuff.
一度しか警告しないのだ。
Yeah, at this point I'm kind of just
鳥
trolling.
のようにここでしっかり支えます。
That's fine with me. Come on, chin up.
Great luck. Got a tailwind today.
どうしたのだ？事件なのだ？
はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。
Yeah, yeah, fine.
普段通り釘を打てば大事。気兼ねを引く。はい、
Whatever you say.
杖が温まってきました。
はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。
Can't kill these, so might as well.
指示を
Just save first kill for the drones.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
That should have been 0 leaks. It's not even a squad issue, I just played like trash.
海面逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
Which is probably a sign I need a break. Oh, we have a decor bear apparently.
指示をどうぞ、ドク
At
ター。
least it's a free kill.
I see foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass.
言う通りにしますね。
And we have time to set up. Ethan first makes more sense.
Come out. Stop hiding.
夜明けまで守りに行きます。Mission accomplished.
We won, Doctor, and that's what counts.
Very good item when we have a need to totter. Not sure it will help me much. Don't think I can do anything with that fight. No vital runes. Yeah, I can't play it. I don't have the damage. Moving forward. Don't need a melee for this.
Doctor, 忘れ物しないでね。
I see foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass. I see you.
皆さん、くれぐれも気をつけてくださいね。
Can deal with them in a
I'm
bit.
here to help.
Or not.
Gather around me,
Oh, am
guys.
I gonna manage to die to the normal stage? That'd be a first for me.
させてもらうのだ。 このテーザー銃の威力
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna manage to die to this one. Which is kind of impressive. Because this one's really easy. Yeah, it's the least broken stage of the new ones. I'll still manage to die to it. At least it's a good to me. It means that my sense that this run was in the shitter is absolutely correct. When I can deal with one of the easier stages here. GG. Totter should have been one down, then Spot and Reliance mines later. Practically though, we just couldn't get it off the ground. GG. We'll come back for more tomorrow. Have a nice evening.